All right, guys. It has been a rough 18 months for Riot Games. And they have decided to go all in even more on the worse and worse monetization, the worse and worse treatment of its players in a desperate gamble to increase their monetization, to basically be less customer facing in pretty much every single way, in order to cash grab as their game dies. And now let us also remember, I don't say this as someone who dislikes the game of League of Legends or any other Riot Games. I've been playing League since beta. I'm actually really upset that Riot Games keeps doing this. And they're doing this now, and I think this is the biggest step in the negative direction towards how they treat players. I think this is unironically the worst thing that Riot Games has ever done, because it affects every single player of League of Legends, and especially harder affects the brand new players of League of Legends. So welcome stream, welcome to the video. I'm Cap Corky. If you guys enjoy, make sure to leave this video a like and a sub, share it with your friends. I like to do discussions like this, and I think this discussion is not being really covered enough as of yet. And I think I've been trying to raise the alarm bells every single step of the way with all their gacha skins and so on and so forth. But I think this little step that they've done is especially egregious. So join me in sharing this video or any other video covering this, as long as the event itself is covered. That's all I really care about, because I want to see Riot Games improve. I don't think they will without us pushing them, and I'll tell you why as well. All right, let's get it started, boys. Let's get it started. So, Riot Games, at the start of this season, this was about 10 days ago, decided to change how the level up system worked, and how the what amounts to the battle pass system also worked. And in so doing, they absolutely destroyed several different free systems in the game that rewards us players. And then, a few days later, on the 15th of January, they decided they're going to give a very lackluster apology. Basically say, oh, we hear you. We are sorry. We did not intend to do this. So what happened? What did they intend? What did they say they intended? What do I think they intended? How does this screw over players? And what this means for us going forward? These are all the things that I kind of want to cover right now. And of course, chime in if you guys have any questions. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to leave your questions in the comments below. Your comments, whether you think I'm off the mark, whether you think I'm on the mark, let me know what you think. I'm always down to hear other perspectives, even though I know I'm right. I'm kidding. Actually, on this, I feel pretty confident that I'm correct. To be fair, I mean, the past 18 months has just been like indicator after indicator after indicator on where Riot's head is at, to be fair. So let's start here. Meddler decided, and I actually like Riot Meddler. He's not a bad guy generally, but he's of course towing the party line. So he was the one writing the apology, because everyone at Riot knows he's a trusted voice. He talked about the blue essence, and let me tell you how bad the blue essence is. So basically, what they did, someone at Dexerto did the math. Or maybe it was Reddit and they stole it from Dexerto. Who knows? They basically changed it. So the season 2025 update, the one that we're in right now, this season has been live for, what is it, like 10 days now? Made earning new characters so hard, it would take the average player 6 years of gameplay, the average player, to earn 170 champions without spending real money. I want you to know they're acting like whoopsie daisy, whoopsie doopsie, we did this by accident. I think this was on purpose. You see, one thing is for sure, and this has been a thing that's been in the lexicon for people playing League of Legends for a very long time. Every single time Riot releases a new champion, it makes the game more complicated, which is fair. You got to release new champions. But we have gotten less and less options for being able to unlock those champions in a free manner. We used to have like experience boosts every single weekend years and years ago, where you would get like, a whole bunch of level ups, and each level up you would get like, a bunch of IP to be able to, unlock new champions back before it was called Blue Essence a few years back. We used to have, the Hextech Chests. Those are also removed completely now. Completely gone. And by the way, this entire like apology, the whoopsie doopsie, is only about the Blue Essence. It is not about the free chest at all. And the Hextech chests were the only way for us to really get like free skins and stuff. Anyways, regardless, so what they're saying that they intended was, oopsies, there it is. It shifted the new seasonal model. Their intent for Blue Essence rates was to be the same or slightly better for all players. I highly tout this is a thing because they even share their own numbers. And I want you guys to know, I will put this link in the comments below, in the description below, so you can see what Riot's words are on this. So you don't have to take my word for it. Look up what they say. But keep in mind that the numbers that they share are going to try to paint them in the most positive light. I don't think you can fully trust these numbers, nor should you. Because no matter what Riot reports, it's going to be the reality even worse. They're always going to paint themselves in the most positive of lights. Now me, I'm really pissed off, so obviously I'm biased against them. But I'm at least honest about my bias. Riot Games never fucking will be, because they're a piece of shit company that only wants to squeeze you for money. And they've proven that over and over and over again for the past 18 months fucking straight. And it started, like I said it was going to, it started with the gacha skins for Echo and Jin 18 months ago. And then it continued with a $500 fucking Ari skin. And then it continued with yet another gacha skin. And now we're about to have another gacha skin. And at the same time, they were lowering the rates and everything like that of every single, free track that we had as players to be able to earn these rewards. Not only that, they fired their best artists. So now we get lower quality art, lower quality skins. They are cutting corners. They're firing their talented artists, which is like the best team that they have in Riot Games. What else? What else do they fucking have? What else does Riot Games have? They have the Balance team. Balance team is dog shit. They've they don't care about the pro play anymore because, the LTA was created. They basically destroyed the LCS. They've mishandled that situation. They don't care about pro play. That department is dead. What other departments do they have? TFT. TFT is okay, sure. Wild Rift is basically like, barely supported. Their art team was like their best team. And their art team, which is the one that makes them money by making such beautiful skins that you and I and we all want, they fucking fired 35 of their best artists, including the person who made that $500 Ari skin. Congratulations, you did a great job. Here's your pink slip. Jesus Christ. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, moving on. And they've done many of the things that have really, really been sour over and over and over again. Bets on them investing in AI slop? They already have. Yeah, Jacka, good question. They already have. They've been outsourcing the company that do AI art. They've been accused, and they're like, oh, we didn't realize this was AI. We'll fix it. So they've already been caught using AI art for splash art and everything. And not only that, the people that they fired, they tried to rehire them on a contract basis, basically so they could pay them less. So they've done it all, Jacka. Yeah, they've done it all. This is the new Riot Games of today, and it is because they do not care about you, they do not care about me, they don't care about any player of League of Legends. All they care about is the shareholders of Tencent. That is it, and they've made that patently clear. Now, every single live service game goes through this type of situation where a game will grow for many, many years, sometimes, or maybe not, depending on the game, and then it'll hit a peak. And then the company that is backing the game will lose interest or lose belief in the fact that in the growth of the game. So they'll stop trying to grow the game. They will stop trying to do things that introduce the game to new players. They'll leave the new player experience dog shit because they don't care about new players. They will, piss off old players by, and the reason is that they'll start to focus on squeezing the remaining player base for more and more money until the game dies. We've seen this with so many games. Most recently, Apex Legends has gone through this. Rainbow Six Siege has gone through this. Call of Duty goes through this, several times already. But Call of Duty players never learn. And this has gone through with so many live service games. And I'm a full believer in pattern recognition. Us humans, we're really good at pattern recognition. And so if you just look at the pattern, you'll be able to see it. It happens with almost every single live service game. Because these live service games, they're not trying to give you a good product. They're trying to make the company money. And it didn't used to be this way. It used to be a symbiotic relationship between the players and between Riot Games. And, it was like that for many, many years. The player base would get all kinds of free tracks and everything like that. And in turn, they would feel good enough about the game in order to spend some money and on cool skins. I know this because I was one of them. I have 2 accounts for League of Legends. One was my original account that I had for my first, I would say, 9 years playing League. And then the next account I made right before I started streaming. 6 years ago. And that account, the most recent account, the streaming account, I've not used any money. Maybe $100 total. Still some money, but not much. And the original account, I spent probably close to $2,500 over the years. And I considered it money well spent because I trusted this company. And, for about 14, 13 years, they were doing pretty good. They weren't really trying to shaft players too much. They were still trying to make money, but it was kind of an exchange. And players felt good enough to spend beaucoup money on cool skins in order to support the company and be able to play the cool game. Everyone knows the company has to make money. No one is faulting them for that. But being predatory about it by adding gacha mechanics, loot boxes, basically making it so you can't earn champions for free really easily anymore, taking out free tracks without any replacement, ruining progression systems and stuff, that has only started recently. And there's no coincidence for that. You only knew how bad things were? Oh, I'm covering how bad things are right now, Endane. If there's anything you want to add, please add. But I know a lot about this game, my friend. I've been playing it since beta. I work in business as well. So I have a business background. I literally do business every single day. So I know how these companies work. I know how they think. And I've been covering this stuff on YouTube for about a year. And I've been covering it on stream, live on Twitch for about 5 odd years. Especially in the past 3 years. I've been really, really covering a lot of these scams. So, yeah, definitely add whatever you want. But I'm going into it right now. Anyways, so the blue essence rates were significantly lower. They've at least admitted to this, and these are their numbers. It's meaningfully slower to go from level 1 through 30 into access ranked. And they failed to communicate the champion capsules were being removed to the pass. So basically what they did were twofold. They lowered leveling. They basically shifted everything to blue essence as opposed to champion capsules. And also, they basically made all of our levels and progression after level 30 completely meaningless. It means nothing now. So if you were leveling up for, you got a little bit of free rewards with champion capsules, being able to, get some blue essence, and maybe if you're lucky, some orange essence for some skins or whatever. I'm going to go to the rewards so I can show you the loots. What the hell is this? Oh, yeah, you can't even see your stuff. You have to look at all of this free, this dog shit gacha shit now. Great. Yeah, here it is. Speaking of gacha dog shit. And Dane says, the reason I was in your game was because I'm a booster from boosting site. Jesus Christ, really? Oh God, the rank ladder is kind of meaningless when it can be pay to win. Yeah, you're right. You are unironically correct. So you really are like a challenger player or master or whatever you were saying, my friend. I forgot what rank you said you were, but yeah, there you are. I was wondering why you were in it, man. Cap, tell me, what is one spark in terms of blue essence? It doesn't. You can't get sparks of blue essence. You literally cannot get sparks of blue essence. You can only buy them. Yeah, there is no sparks even in dollars. Hold on, I can check. 400 riot points, so essentially what amounts to $4. It's not exactly 1-for-1, but it is 1-for-1-ish. Mage powers 1-for-1-ish. So $4 for one spark, 10 sparks, $40, and who knows what the drop rate is. How many of these fuckers do you need? 0.5%. Okay, so you probably have to spend like $150 probably in order to unlock the skin. I don't know. This shit pisses me off, so I don't know the exact numbers, but let's just say $100 are the minimum, $150 are the maximum in order to unlock that skin. And of course, you have to buy the sparks with the riot points, and then, you know, they've already made their money because you bought the riot points. That's why they do. You need exactly 250. Great. $250 gacha skin. Yeah. Thank you, Kia Solos. I appreciate the information. But yeah, these champions capsules, of which I have 1 billion saved because I don't care about the new champions, so I don't really use them anymore. But these were the lifeblood. And the reason I have so many is because I played the game a lot. And every single time used to level up, used to get another champion capsule amongst other rewards. I'm level 710. I've been playing this game way too fucking much over the past 15 years. So I have a really, really high level. And these champion capsules were the lifeblood of free-to-play players. This account, I've only spent $100 worth of riot points on some, you know, Udyr skin because Udyr's my main and so on and so forth, right? But besides, like, you know, those couple of skins, I also got Corgi because I like corgis and they're cute dogs. So, like, those are like the only 2 skins I actually bought with my own money. But I have some decent amounts of skins from the boxes. And also, I got all of my champions via champion capsules. Every single one of them. Now, keep in mind, this is a monetization tactic for, you know, champions that pretty much every game has for free. Dota 2 unlocks the champions, at least they used to, completely free. Maybe something changed the past 4 years. I don't really play Dota anymore. Dota 1, definitely all of the champions are free. Marvel's Rivals, right now, all the champions are free. And in the past month, Marvel's Rivals has made more money than any other game on the market, period, full stop. Maybe it's like top 3 or something. But it's almost the top. People are spending money. Helldivers 2. People were so happy for Helldivers 2 because it was a fun game that respected your time and your money before Sony fucked it up and decided to, you know, stop 90% of the world from being able to... Thank you, Support Assist. Suck my dick. Stop being able to play the game for, like, literally 90% of the world. Before that, people were very happy with Helldivers 2. I was one of them. And, you know, you could earn the premium currency in the game just by playing a decent amount. Or you could buy for specific skin or whatever like that if you wanted to. And it didn't cost too much. It was a very viable amount. And as a result, people who play Helldivers 2 even now are very happy with the monetization. And they're happy to spend money because they respect what the company is doing. And they respect that their company respects their time more than the shareholders' pocketbooks. Riot Games used to be that. It is no longer that way. Anyways, going back to specific numbers. So, the blue essence, total blue essence that you could earn in prior seasons was about, if you're a super high player, 37,000. If you're a low player, which is 17 hours in 2 months, was about 4,500. So, not even enough to really unlock a single champion, by the way. And also, by the way, this does not really take into account fully the champion capsules. It says it does, but every single level up used to get champion capsules. They no longer really do that because you also used to get blue essence. You used to get a bunch of things for just playing the fucking game. That is why I think these numbers are actually skewed far worse than they're saying here. Now, I don't have the proof of that because all we have is Riot Games' own fucking bias numbers. But even by their own bias numbers, they screwed the pooch so hard that they had 7% increase for the low players, but up to 71% decrease for the high players. And the high players are playing 200 hours in 2 months. It's not really all that much. It's a good amount of time. But people who play League of Legends are completely addicted to League of Legends. You see, League of Legends is a very unique game. It's like an MMO. There's a lot of players who play video games. And when they play video games, of other kinds, they play everything. They play a little bit of Elden Ring. They play a little bit of this, a little bit of Cyberpunk, a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3, a little bit of all kinds of things under the sun. But League players are like MMO players, where MMO players, they have one game, they play that one game, and that's fucking it. The majority of League players are exactly the same way. They play nothing but League of Legends. They don't play any other game. And Riot Games loves that because that is their biggest saps. So anyways, these are their skewed numbers for how low the blue essence were. And then they said that they're going to increase it and, they're going to make the numbers better in a couple of different ways and so on and so forth. So whether they actually do that or not, we don't know. But let's see the cause of the problem, because let's see what they're using as an excuse for why this happened. When the passes went live, we saw a large amount of feedback. You can read the entire thing yourselves. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by reading it out to you like you're 4 years old. You guys can read it yourself, but I'll read this part out because this part is relevant. We saw a large amount of feedback and analysis from many of you. By the way, they didn't ask us in any surveys. I've been playing this game for a very long time. Community, chat, have you guys ever gotten a survey from Riot Games about this particular issue, about Blue Essence or anything like that? I never have. I never have in 15 years. No. Mage Power says no. He plays arguably more League than I do, especially over the past year. And yeah, I'm pretty sure no one else has gotten a survey. So I don't know where this feedback and analysis is from. A lot of companies use these terms. Oh, we looked at the analysis. We looked at the numbers. We looked at your feedback. And they're just making it up. Because no one's going to check them on this. All they're going to say is our testing was internal. What the fuck does that mean? Show us the proof. They're not going to. You know why? Because 99% of the time when they say this, any company, it's absolute abject dog shit. It is them trying to make you feel like your opinion matters when it doesn't matter at all. That is how these companies work. I work in business. I know how these people work. I do a lot of consulting, so I try to fix these problems for a lot of companies so they can win back their customers' trust. These companies generally don't do that anymore, though. Which caused, okay, so we saw a large amount of feedback from analysis and many of you, which caused us to take another look at the math. When we did, by the way, they're not even saying what the feedback was. When we did, we realized we didn't factor in the first win of the day into our experience, the calculations of Blue Essence income. So the first win of the day used to get a big boost for the first win. And that was big reason you would get a whole bunch of experience, be able to get the champion capsules faster. A lot of times after one win or 2 wins, you would have a, level up in a champion capsule. I'm level fucking 700. That's how I got level 700. Both directly from that experience boost and the indirect faster access to champion capsules from account leveling, by the way, which they slowed as well. As for account experience, the problem is very similar. We hadn't accounted for the loss of first win of the day. This is not just due to first win of the day. This is due to several different reasons. So they're only using one thing here. This is completely skewed. I would not trust this at all, by the way. We'll be digging into what slipped to begin with. What slipped to begin with is something that slipped from their mind as well. They're trying to act like there's, there's not even the Hextech Chests don't even exist anymore. They're not even bringing it up. You know why? Because they know they're guilty as fucking sin. The League of Legends tried to create a post. Oh, we screwed up on this one. They're pretty off. We'll put fixes out. I just said, no, not good enough. What happened to free boxes and what will happen to bringing back the rewards that are free for players? This includes champion skins. It shouldn't be so complicated. Every single champion in the game should be free. I don't care who, especially rioters. I actually got in a little bit of an argument with one of the rioters about this. They're the ones who deal with new players. So let me see if I can find that. It's somewhere in my likes. I should post a lot on Twitter. Catching up on water as well. Here it is. This is the thread. Okay, so this is Maddie Marquise, and I'll make a video about her specifically because she is the champion of new players on League of Legends, and she is convinced that making all champions free would somehow be bad for players, which makes no fucking sense. And when pointed out that it actually doesn't hurt new players, and there's no proof of this, there's no, oh, this is, bar, you see, we have internal testing that says it'd be bad for new players. Where? Where's your testing? Show it to me. You think we're going to take Riot Games' word for it? You lost that trust years ago. Suck my fucking dick, Riot Games. There's no way. There's no way. So many other games in the market make things for free for any champion releases and so on and so forth. There's no reason except for monetization to not make it free. And someone saying otherwise, yeah, Dota, exactly. Knows I used that earlier. Dota has free characters. Marvel's Rivals has free characters. Overwatch used to have free characters. They don't anymore. But, you know, Blizzard has a history of fucking dogshit monetization and ruining the game for everyone. And we've seen how people left Overwatch in droves over the years. And a big reason why is the, you know, the worsening of the monetization in general. Yeah, exactly. So many games make their characters for free. It's only Riot Games that has decided to change that. But yeah, the free Hextech Chests I mean, the silence just speaks volumes. They did this on purpose, and the reason that you know it is because they're trying their hardest to hide it. And I think we've heard far too little about this from, you know, the League content creators as well. Like, I really don't understand. And I want to just illustrate to you the level of disingenuousness that this is. We've gone from about one Hextech a week, Hextech chest that could have up to, you know, more than one skin. It could be one skin. It could be 520 RP from orbs. It could, you know, and that's not even when an event pass is active. When an event pass was active, which is like, you know, the little events they have, it would be even more. We could have pre-selected 750 RP skins, and that's over and above all the skins that we could also choose to get. We could break down our own skins, get, you know, the orange essence, and pick our skins that we wanted as well. The amount of skins per year that we can get decreased as well. Rerolls of skins are off the table for all free-to-play players because you don't even get skin shards anymore. In a full year, we only have 8 shots now to get an epic skin of a champion that we actually play. Legendaries are now fully impossible. We used to get the best skins from the chest sometimes. You know, here we go. This is a nice little meme, but it's a true meme. Leaked. The real reason why Riot Games has removed the free Hextech Chests and Blue Essence Champion capsules. We're rewarding anyone who can get S ratings free Hextech Chests. Random free-to-play player. I actually have Elementalist Lux, and I got her from a chest. So I'm one of the people that got this, by the way. Wow, I got Elementalist Lux on my very first Hextech chest. It wasn't my first one. Thank you so much, Riot. I love this game. No more chests, ranked rewards, and event orbs. All free skins must be epic or below. No blue essence either. It is a complete abject breakdown of the monetization in every single way, shape, and form. In fact, there's no reason even to play the game anymore. You don't get any rewards really from playing the game anymore. You don't get the chests. You don't get level ups. Well, you do get level ups, but they don't mean anything. You just get a little bit of a bigger border. You get a little bit of a higher number, and that is it. That is literally it. Me and panel 2. Yeah, exactly, Fathera. I got Elementalist Lux from a chest as well. Exactly. And by the way, guys, even them making this statement of whoopsie doopsie, we fucked it up, we're gonna change the numbers a little bit and make it better. This is only to make themselves not feel like this is only to try to make us feel like they're not the bad guy when they are. This, make no mistakes, I've said this every single time they've made their monetization worse. Every single time they made a decision that has, harmed the player, harmed you or I and any of your friends that play this game worse and worse and worse. This, just like the gacha skins, just like the increase in price, just like the new higher tier of skins, which are worse in quality than the previous tier, but they cost more money. What is it called? The mythic skins or whatever the fuck? All of those different changes that have already been negative, these were all ways to limit test how greedy they could be. The $500 Ari skin was when a lot of people woke up. But the first gacha skin was really the first death knell here. And they're always going to push forward, make the game more greedy, do a cash grab. Then they're going to be like, oh, we're sorry. We hear you. We hear you. The reason that I'm yelling the we hear you is because I grew up playing Blizzard games. And Blizzard games did the exact same thing. World of Warcraft did this. Overwatch did this. Here's the Storm did this and then died. Every single Blizzard game did this as well. And every time the fucking devs for Blizzard got caught with their hand in the proverbial cookie jar, they were like, we hear you. Their statements always started with, we hear you. Ask any person who played Blizzard games at the beginning and at the downfall of Blizzard, whether it's Overwatch or whatever fucking game, World of Warcraft, so on and so forth. If you tell them, what does we hear you mean to you? They'll tell you immediately, oh God, they'll have this like PTSD. It'll be like that meme with the guy with the army hat and it's like the war showing up in the background, that GIF. It's that exact thing the entire time. And they're thinking about all the times we saw we hear you, because it was from a dev that knew that they got caught trying to fuck over gamers. And then they had to walk it back a little bit. But each time it has gotten worse and it'll continue to get worse. This is them only trying to save face, limit testing how much greed they can get away with in this situation. People complained about the gacha skins, but they bought them anyways. So Riot Games did worse. People complained about the Ari skin, but then bought it anyways. So then they did worse. People are going to do the same thing with the set skin, and people are still going to do the same thing here. The only thing that'll make Riot Games change their mind is an actual outcry. People boycotting their game. People making more videos about it. People sharing this and other videos about it. People literally excoriating every single, not death threats or anything crazy like that, but, legitimate discussions. I'm not saying anything wrong here, but I'm directly responding to a Riot Games dev right here, telling them, I see through your shit. I'm saying it nicely. I'm not using curse words or anything like that, but I'm saying be serious with your response. Don't be disingenuous, things like that, and calling them out on their bullshit. I just realized I was full screen. You couldn't see. There it is, right here. I'll link this in the comments below as well. But I'm going to cover this entire, back and forth I had with Maddie as well in a different video. That's not for now. But, treat them with respect. Don't be weird, but be real. And stop, for the love of God, stop sucking dicks if you're a League of Legends player. Riot Games is handing you a bunch of bowls of dicks. And every time you buy the gacha skin, every time you're like, it's not that bad, Riot Games has got to make money. Riot Games, if they made their skins, if they made their game, their characters free to play, I have fucking shit eater after shit eater after shit eater basically telling me, oh no, Riot Games internal testing is somehow correct, and having all the champions free to play would be somehow bad for players. Suck my fucking dick, man. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. Literally. Wait, no free chest? I've been saying that, Dark Storm. Oh my god. Yeah, the chests are gone, dude. Chests are completely gone. Oh, funny note, by the way. I didn't even finish about the chests. Now, with the chests, the one thing that they said about the chests is that because people were like, oh god, what am I going to do with like my 500 keys that I have because I played this game for so long? They're just like, standing there. Now you can buy the chests for money. And so you can spend the keys that you earned. There's no free way any longer to earn the chests. Gone completely. You can buy the chest for like $2.50 or something like that. I think it's like 250 RP or something like that. Or at least that was announced or something. Can you buy the chests? Wait, can we buy the chests, guys? I can't remember if you can or whether that was going to be in a future patch. You can. Okay, so you can buy the chests again. But you can only buy them. You can no longer freely get them. So now in order to use the keys that you spent your time earning, which you will no longer be able to earn, by the way, now you have to spend the money to use the currency that you already earned. Now you have to spend real life money. You can't even buy it with orange essence. You have to fucking buy it with fucking Riot points, man. Like, I can't make this up, dude. I literally cannot make this up. This is worse in every single way. Every single way. How did they justify it? They didn't. They didn't, Mage. And yeah, the other thing is, by the way, I will talk about this later on, but we'll go into the free champion thing more later. But as an aside, you're completely right. That's why I didn't bring it up, Mage. But you're completely right. One of the reasons Maddie is completely wrong, by the way, about free champions and how it's like bad for players or whatever, it's complete utter dog shit. The reason you know this is because anyone with Xbox Game Pass gets all the champions for free. Does that mean they're harming every single Xbox Game Pass player? No. They're just speaking out of their ass right now, trying to act like there's any reason for them to not monetize the fucking champions in the game. And by the way, it super hurts new players because any new player who's trying to play the game can't play the champion that speaks to them, for one thing, but also every fucking new champion is an overbloated, overpowered piece of shit. Cassante, the fucking little dragon ADC piece of shit, who's broken the meta over and over again. Vex is very strong. She's a relatively new champion. Every single new champion, Aurora, she was completely meta twisting. Whatever the fuck, Mel from Arcane, she looks very strong. She hasn't come out yet, so we don't know her numbers, but chances are high that she's going to be fucking insane. All of the new champions are really fucking strong. Is that coincidence? No! They're trying to monetize more and more and more. This is all a pattern. This is the worst change this last month for this season. Actually, it's 2 weeks ago. This is the worst change, again, that Riot Games has ever done. It is a multifaceted change from the blue essence to the chests to the champion capsules, everything in between. Also, this is on purpose. And never forget that it's on purpose. And Riot Games will use any excuse to try to act like they're not the bad guys here. But as players, you need to not fall for it. If you're a content creator, you're watching this shit, make a video about it. Please, send it to me. I will literally comment on your video. I'll boost it in your algorithm. I will watch it if you want me to. If you want me to react to it or something like that, I'll do that. I don't give a fuck. I want to raise the volume on this a little bit more because I've made several videos. Pretty much, you know what's sad, man? I grew up fucking like loving League of Legends, man. I've been playing this game for fucking since beta 15 years now. And let's see, out of all of my League videos, which ones are even positive? Nope. This was good. Anima Squad was pretty cool. Nope. So literally half my videos are about the issues of monetization stuff that Riot Games has done. It's actually horrendous. It's actually horrendous. Show all. Yeah, I have 15 videos. There we go. So biggest league update, that was positive. That is Suicide Squad. There we go. That's negative. That's negative. Yep. And it's the past 18 months. The worse and worse monetization. I'll call it out every time. I'm not shy about this. I'll happily call it out. But the problem is that it's gotten so much worse. And I don't think that Riot Games has the conviction to turn it around. That's the big problem. I don't see. Wait, where'd all my shit go? Oh, I pulled it over here. Sorry. I have like the memory of a mouse sometimes. I all of my discussions and tabs for this discussion, I pulled over to this side and I lost them. I have too many windows open. Imagine being a free-to-play game with no free-to-play rewards. True. Yeah, we are now a free-to-play game with, it's not none, but it's barely any. And they're trying to say that they're putting it under like the battle pass system and so on and so forth. And they are, but they're also using that as an excuse to like make the rewards like a tenth of what it was before. It's all an excuse. M-Bessa, yeah, M-Bessa is also busted. Sorry, I forgot about M-Bessa. You're completely right. Yeah, M-Bessa is another character that is completely, absolutely hardcore busted. And they're all cool archetypes. But guess what? If you're a free-to-play player, you'll never be able to unlock those champions. You know, the previous numbers, 6 years to unlock the 170 champions without spending any real money. Now that they fixed the monetization, it's probably going to be like what? We'll see where the numbers land because we haven't seen where the numbers will land yet. But, I mean, it could be 4 years to unlock all the characters via free. I mean, that's crazy, man. There's no excuse. None. It is a hard cash grab. And I'm fucking sick of it, man. I'm fucking sick of it. Alright, skin was never intended to be bought by a lot of people. It was intentionally a rich person skin. I know. And it worked. But you know what the sad part is, Night Mage? It's not the rich that bought it, dude. Faker didn't even buy the skin. He doesn't even use skins. You know who bought the skin? You should here. Let me link you the video, Night Mage, for the Ari skin. I covered this. I even brought up some discussions about it. But the Ari skin was bought by a lot of people. Hold on. Those two vids, Night Mage, are about the Ari skin. But I'll give it to you straight. The people who bought the Ari skin, I talked about this. There was a lot of people who can't afford the $500 Ari skin. So you saw girls that are huge fans of Ari literally selling porn of themselves online on Twitter in order to get the Ari skin. What you saw was entire websites of third-party RMT where people would pull out loans in order to pay for the Ari skin. I'm not kidding. This was what you actually saw. What I actually saw. But I keep my ear to the ground and I see these things. It was bad. If it was just the rich motherfuckers buying it, I mean, it sucks, but that'd be a different story. It wasn't. These types of things are not even targeted towards rich people. That is the way for them to make it palatable to us, Night Mage. But these things are absolutely directed to Ari mains. So many Ari mains that aren't rich bought this skin by putting themselves into debt, selling porns of themselves, having e-sex online for money or for the skin. I judge you for buying it. But yeah, there's a guy. His name is Starlight APM on Twitter. Let me find him. He has this is the guy. This guy owned a fucking third-party RMT site. And he released the numbers after the Ari skin came out of how much money people had spent on like a layover system essentially in order to buy the skin in installments and so on and so forth. The amount of RP needed for the skin. And it was staggering. It was millions and millions and millions of dollars. And that's a third-party way of buying it, Night Mage, not the first-party way. It wasn't rich people buying the skin. It was fucking normal people that are just big RE mains and shit like that bought the skin. That's the problem. That's the problem. Anytime that they say that they're trying to reach out to only the rich people or something like that, it's a lie. It's absolutely a marketing tactic. And basically it's like a way to make it more palatable for us normal players. And it's always directed at the poorest of the poor, because the poor are generally fucking stupid with their money, and they're going to pay for stupid things like this. It's rich poor people? No, it's people took out loans. Rich poor people don't take out loans for it, diddles. It's just poor people. That's what I'm saying. It's like dude, I grew up, I had like 3 fucking gangs in my high school and stuff. Let me tell you, those gangsters and shit like that, the poorest of the poor black kids and everything like that, they had like the fucking newest ass Jordans and shit. Why? Because they're bad with their money. That's why. Financing an RE skin. Exactly, dude. I'm not making it up. I linked you Starlight's thing, Jacka. If you scroll down, you'll find it. I don't have time to scroll all the way down, but he released the numbers and everything. And his site got shut down by Riot, but he made his money, so he didn't give a fuck. And so he was just like, whatever, I don't mind. Financing a pizza meme? Yeah, exactly. The more expensive something is, the less likely I am to buy it. Yeah, exactly. True, but I'm talking about people in general, Nate Mage. So, not only will you see this video, I make you a solemn promise. Not only will you see this video, which will be going live on YouTube, you'll obviously see this now, so hopefully in the next couple of days, you will also be getting a video of me and my discussion with Maddie. And then you'll also get my discussion on the access journalism that certain large content creators have with Riot Games, and how they are woefully fucking silent about this entire issue. Why? Because you can't trust them, nor should you. They're getting paid by access. They're getting drops, they're getting this, they're getting skins, they're getting blah. They're getting RP that they can share with their community and so on and so forth. They're getting all kinds of incentives, and that is why they're woefully fucking silent about all these issues. Another way that Riot exerts its control on the player base in order to make the monetization worse and getting less discussion, less videos, and less, whatever, actually excoriating them and trying to force them to not do these things. It is only by a unified front can you actually affect change. And let me tell you guys, we saw this last year when Helldivers 2 had its major issue with the monetization. Not monetization. With the Sony debacle trying to basically ruin the game for a million plus players all around the world, and so on and so forth. The entire gaming community pushed back, and we made Sony a multi-billion-dollar company buckle and changed their tune. They didn't fully walk it back, but we made them bend and break. We took that lesson and we pushed it forward to Ubisoft with, Star Wars Outlaws and so on and so forth. And they tried to fix Star Wars Outlaws to, that company's credit, for at least that dev team's credit. Star Wars Outlaws is still a dogshit game with dogshit monetization, but they at least tried a little bit to push it back. Every single time you give real pushback that hits the pocketbooks of companies. Oh, Escape from Tarkov. Everyone was talking about Escape from Tarkov when they completely fucked over the entire community with their monetization with the $250, I think it was $250, $125 Edge of Darkness edition and so on and so forth. That entire thing was a huge level of pushback. Fucking, Ordinary Gamers was covering it. Asmongold was covering it. People who don't even fucking play Tarkov was covering it. And it made them bend, buckle, and break. Because none of these game companies are shit without you or me playing the game. Us gamers, guys, we have the power. Stop eating the bowls of shit that these game companies give you. Stop, in this case, eating the bowl of shit that Riot Games gives you. You don't need to eat the bowl of shit and call it chocolate pudding. It's not chocolate pudding. Stop shoveling it down. Being like, oh my God. It's so yummy. It's so sweet. It's not. Stop doing it. It's pathetic. Raise the alarm bells. Give them some pushback. Tencent is huge. Riot Games is big. But even they will bend, buckle, and break if you are strong enough. I promise you. I've seen it happen before with larger companies. Sony is a larger company. They bended, buckled, and broke. You don't think Tencent will? If everyone stops fucking paying for League of Legends skins, no one buys the set gacha skin that is out now. I think it's set, right? Is it set or Rakan? I can't even tell. Whatever the fucking character is. Yeah, they'll listen. If no one bought the $500 Ari skin, they never would have made another gacha skin. If no one buys this gacha skin, no one will buy another one. There you go. That's my discussion. I hope you guys liked it. I tried to give a full, fair breakdown on what happened and why, and give you the real reasons why. So if you guys liked this discussion, give me a comment in the comments below what you guys liked or disliked. Give this video a like, a sub, share it with your friends. Join the community. We do these things live on Twitch. We play lots of fun games. I showcase good games, but I will always, always, always give you the authentic take. When a bad game company or a game company that is not normally bad, but they do something bad, I will always call it out. I'm not paid by a single game company. I'm not sponsored by any motherfucker. If I ever do get sponsored, I'll tell you guys first off. But no, I talk like this. No one wants to sponsor me. Thing is, I don't give a fuck. I would rather be honest to you. That is what I care about the most. So, come over. Come over to Cap Corgi on Twitch. Enjoy the good vibes. Enjoy the fun games, the good indie games, the good games in general that we play. And our always, always true and heartfelt discussions. Cap Corgi on Twitch. I hope to see you there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give this video a like.